Oh, there's somebody in the cage. Can I let him out? Thrill Seeker. What are you doing here, Scram? I'm confused. Were you the one shouting for help? I didn't hear anybody shouting for help, by the way. It was me, but I wasn't shouting at you, just my wife. Only your wife can free you? I'm already here. Alright, this is not for real. I'm not actually captured, okay? Are you happy now? Go away. So this is all for show? Yes, I mean not for show, more like for the mood. Oh! Now I understand. Welcome back, everybody, to Medieval Dynasty. The Bearded OG. That's funny. And in this episode, we've got some new building upgrades to do, among other things. And yeah, so we are still in spring. We're very close to getting ready to roll over into summer. We might even do that in this episode. So let's see where to start. I guess the first thing is let's take a look and see what buildings we have that are new. So we can do resource storage 3. We can also do a builder's hut, which will, whoever works there repairs buildings. I don't know if we're at the point where we need to quite do that quite yet, but I'm sure we will, get to that point. But we do want to, we can do and do want to do resource storage 3. One suggestion was that I set the next resource building kind of more out here, so it's more in range of some of these other, buildings that we have. One thing about that, though, is that, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but we don't really necessarily, need it for the animal buildings. Because when we assign, workers to those buildings, they take care of getting the feed. And I don't believe either one of the shops need to be within range either. I think those workers, quote unquote, get the resources too. I could be wrong about that. I can't say that for a certainty, but it seems to me like that's the way that it works. So I don't know. We'll see. We also have a couple more buildings too that popped for us. So we have the nothing new in farming, but in survival, we opened up the fishing hut too, and we're maxed out in survival. So we want to make one of those. And do we already have, I think we already have herbalist hut too. Yeah, we do. Okay. And then what else? There was a third building too. Maybe it was in production. No, production. We have Smithy 3, I think. Or no, it's okay. We got Workshop 3 and Smithy 3 that have opened up. So let's get those upgraded as well. And then I think building technology. Yeah, that was the resource storage. Okay, so let's start with the fishing hut. So this is just a level 1 fishing hut, and we, of course, want to upgrade it to a level 2. So if we get our hammer out here, we go to buildings and survival and fishing hut 2. We just put that in there to get upgrade, and we need logs. All of my houses are now fully insulated too, by the way, and I did add some more houses. We have, and I brought a few more people in too, I think, since the last episode. I can't remember. It's been a couple days now. But if we look at our housing, we have one more house that we could take, that could take another male. But all of our production buildings, I believe, at least until we, upgrade to these newer ones, are full. So the wells don't count. I don't count the wells, but as you can see, all of the excavation buildings are done. The fishing hut is currently not assigned because I'm in the process of upgrading, but it had one person before because that's all it needed. And then we haven't assigned anybody to the barn or the farm shed at this point. Animal husbandry's got a person in each one except for the stable, which doesn't matter. Production's loaded. Services are loaded. Oh, and by the way, these problems are not... Oh, that just now happened. It looks like we're out of pickaxes. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, I can now... I believe I can now make the iron stuff too. Let's quickly go over here.
Hey, I was using that.
Chillax, man. I'm the boss. Get the fuck out of the way. Okay, so if we go to tools and go to iron tools, see, all of this is now available to us. And I think we're going to want all of it. We should be able to afford it. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Comes back to life.
Okay, so let's just buy all of these. And then we're going to change things up here too. Because I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping up with all the bronze tools that I've told them to make, but that's just because I've put a higher priority on iron. So I'm going to actually even go way, way low on copper and bronze and almost exclusively do iron now moving forward, if not exclusively. Okay, but right now we need to craft some picks. So we can do 60. Holy shit. Okay, no, let's just do 5 for now. Now, you guys left me a comment, mostly in the context of farming, about kind of how to estimate how many tools you need. There's a lot of math involved, and I didn't completely and fully wrap my brain around everything that was said, partially because I wasn't in a position where I could really absorb it anyway when I was reading that. But the basic idea is that with a farm plot, this is what you guys told me, and I think you're correct. With a farm plot, each square in a farm plot uses 4 durability on like a hoe, let's say. And then you made the point that, oh shit, looks like I missed some beats there. Oh well, whatever. You made the point that you can see this with cabbage. So if you plant cabbage, you'll notice there's 4 heads of cabbage per square, right? So each square then uses 4 durability when you're, we'll take a hoe for example, but I assume that is for anything. So if you're, using a scythe on it, then it's probably 4 durability per square in that case too. That's something we could actually test too, but it makes sense. So we'll assume that what this individual said is correct, right? So that means then, because we have 150 squares in most of our big fields, then it's going to take 600 durability to completely hoe that, a field of 150. Right? Because that's what 4 times 150 is 600. So that means you need approximately, if you're talking bronze hoes, you need approximately 2.5 bronze hoes per field every time it's harvested. And then of course you then have to multiply that by the number of, well, really you have to multiply by the total number of squares across all of your fields. So that's interesting to know. Something I'll keep in mind, but that's a lot of math. But I get the idea, and I appreciate that information, to try and, figure that sort of thing out. But of course, that's going to change too, because there's a lot more durability on an iron pick than there is on, well, I guess we're talking picks and hoes, but I'm assuming on, between an iron hoe and a bronze hoe. So for example, 100% bronze hoe has a durability of 256. Let's just go ahead and actually make an iron hoe just to see the difference.
Ooh, it's so hot in here. I feel as if I'm
Move!
about to melt into a meat ball.
Okay, tools, iron tools. hoe. Where's the hoe? Here's the iron hoe. Okay. We don't even have to make it. It's a 512 durability. So that in that case, we can get away with hoeing 150 square field with 1 1/4 ish iron hose instead of 2 1/2. Right. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna completely redo the blacksmith now, and the mine. I mean, okay, here's a question for you more experienced players. Now that I can make all the iron stuff, is there any point at all in me making copper or bronze tools at all? And if the answer is generally no, then why even mine it, you know? Because right now, you know, I have been mining 20 copper and 20 tin and 50 iron. And if we look at the, if we go back to the blacksmith, which is currently level 2, and we're going to make it a level 3 here in this episode, and that'll change things as well. But if we take a look at the smithy, it's able to meet the production of everything except for the bronze tools, because I have a lot of, you know, this is almost all bronze, right? And so it can't keep up with it because I'm not producing enough bronze bars to keep up with it. But the iron, you know, the iron's keeping up no problem. So I guess my point is, should I continue to mine a little bit of copper and a little bit of tin? And if the answer is yes, I would like to ask you to explain the rationale. Don't just say yes it is, because I'm not going to listen to you if you don't explain it. I'm sorry, but, you know, I need to know what the rationale is behind it. Or is the answer at this point, you know what, don't even bother with copper and tin anymore, just go balls out on iron. You know, so just let me know, you know, what you guys think, and give me the rationale if you would, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, anyway, so what were we doing? We were in the process of upgrading the fishing hut, and this, yeah, okay, so that's not really a problem. That's not really a problem. I'm just, you know, double checking everything. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, production. That's not really a problem either, just because I don't have linen thread yet, but we will in the summertime. But it's fine with everything else. So even though, you know, it says there's an issue, that doesn't always mean there actually is an issue. Okay, let's get back to getting this thing upgraded.
I'm so glad I settled down here.
I'm glad you're glad too. Okay. So I'm assuming by upgrading this, we'll also be able to assign 2 workers to it instead of 1. And one thing I haven't done is, I've only had, you know, to date, I've only had our fishermen or fisherwomen get fish and not do anything else. And I've taken care of processing the fish. So now that we have upgraded this, let's take a look. And it's kind of weird because, well, no, never mind. Okay, so the fishing hut now, okay, good. So now it can actually take 2 people. So let's go back to our worker that was working on the fishing hut, which was Naslava. And let's reassign her back to that. Where's it at? Fishing hut. Why is it not showing up here? I don't know. Here, let's do it the other way. Sometimes this interface confuses the fuck out of me. Go here. Building must be... Oh! It's not done yet? Oh! Okay. There we go. That's what the issue was. All right, let's try this again. If we go to Naslava and we click here, we should now be able to assign her to the fishing hut. Very good. Okay, so she's back on duty there. But now we can get another survival person to put on here too. Now, the thing that this fishing hut now gives us, which it did not, you know, the level 1 did not have, is a salting barrel. So what I had to do is I had to process first I had to, you know, process the fish into fish meat here, and then I had to carry it all up to the hunting lodge, over, wherever the hell it is, over there, and then create the salted fish. But now that they can just do that directly in here, and I don't have to do it anymore. But we do want to get 2 people going on this, so that way you know, we still keep the same production. I mean, the assumption is now that you have 2 people, you have twice as many workers. I can continue the same production of fishing of pike, but then have that second person handle the processing, right? So turning it into fish meat, then turning it into salted meat. That's the assumption. All right, so that means we need to find another at least level 3 survival individual. And I don't know, and I mean, unless I build yet another house, which of course we're going to have to do eventually anyways, we really need a male on that task. Unless I can move somebody else around. Okay, so we might not worry about that until we roll over into summer. However, we can at least get the assignment going now. So let's go back to the fishing hut. Let's go to here, edit assignments. Okay, so right now it's at 100% intensity on pike, but what I want them to also do is produce salted fish meat. And I assume that they have to first make the fish meat, obviously, right? Because they can't make the salted meat without the fish meat. And it's got to be the pike version of that. Okay, so we want to add those 2. I was told a while back, just do nothing but pike, because it's all virtual anyways, you know? If it was actually based upon what's in the water, then we would be doing perch, because perch is what we have in this lake. But, you know, because it's all virtual, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's accept those assignments. Now what we want to do is I'm just going to do 50, 25, 25. And we'll keep an eye on it and see if that's the right distribution. But right now, of course, we only have 1 person, so we'll have to wait until we can add that second person to, you know, so that it's working at full capacity. All right, very good. So that takes care of that. Let's get our smithy upgraded next. And I'm assuming when we do that, we'll be able to assign at least 3, maybe even 4 people, because right now it's a level 2 smithy. All right, let's go ahead and go to production, buildings and production and smithy 3. Okay, so these guys, we have Rajner and Mishkiwuj. That we'll have to reassign, but it'll be obvious who they are in the menu anyway. Okay, is that
they say, but do not get too close.
Is that the whole kit and caboodle? I think so. Yep, smithy 3. Okay, cool. So let's go back to this guy. I really wish they wouldn't unassign them, but it does. And then the other guys was, yeah, this Rajnir. Smithy. Level 3. Okay, so they are reassigned. And now what we have to do, or what I have to do, is I have to figure out what I'm going to do in terms of, you know, assignments now that we can do iron. So I'm going to give that some thought, but I'm also curious to hear from you guys if I should keep making, you know, if there's any reason at all to keep making, you know, bronze, mining copper and tin to make bronze, or should we go full out iron for everything? So let me know, because based upon what you guys tell me, that might influence what I decide to do. So I think for the moment, I'm just going to leave it as is. However, we should be able to now assign, I'm guessing, 4 people to here? Oh, no, we can still only have 2, even with a smithy 3, huh? So what does that gain us then? Just more recipes? Oh. I didn't know I had to provide a hammer for this. Huh. Interesting. I thought the hammer was just used by me for building. Oh, wow. Okay, I was expecting to be able to assign more people to this as a level 3, but apparently not. Interesting. Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot to disable this. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's not the right kind of iron pick. Let's do this, though. Let's actually replace it with an iron pick axe. Okay, where is the iron pickaxe? There it is. Okay, so we'll add that instead. Accept assignments. And then we'll boost that up to 8 and confirm intensity. Okay. So these guys, I wonder if these guys have made some more of those iron picks. I completely forgot to tell them to stop doing that. Because these aren't pickaxes, they're like weapon picks. I don't think they actually ever got around to making anymore because I sold off the ones that I had. Okay, that's good. That's a really good thing. Beautiful. Okay, so we've upgraded this to a level 3. It didn't give us more people to assign, so I'm guessing that what it did do, though, is I'm sure that it did. I know that it did. It did give us more recipes. So all of this stuff here. We could even, we'll probably only make elite stuff for our own personal use. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. You know what, that actually... Yeah, see, even the elite stuff only uses iron in terms of the metal requirements. It obviously uses leather and some other stuff, too. Huh. Okay. But, again, that might be something I'll just make for my own, use. We'll see. Now, we can also upgrade our workshop to tier 3. We might as well. We currently have Unamir and Gertruda working in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Houses, or not houses. We want production. Workshop level 3. Don't go away. I'm going to reassign you in just a moment. Stay here. Oh shit, I almost hit her in the head with a hammer. Alright, I think that gets the whole thing upgraded. Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay,
How is life treating you?
You need to go back to work. Quit slacking off, man. Workshop 3. And then, the other gal is... Where'd she go? Here, Gertruda. Workshop level 3. Okay, now, if we look at this, it still only takes 2 people. Okay, so again, the main advantage, I guess, is that we have access to better recipes. And right now, the assignments here are all of that stuff. And I'm just going to keep that going for the moment. We might need to bump up, the buckets a little bit more, too. These look stuck. Very good. Okay, that takes care of that. The next thing is a tier 3 workshop. A tier 3 storage. And again, the suggestion was to make the next one out this way. I mean, it would certainly be handy to have it out this way for for building new stuff. Now, I'm not necessarily planning on building a whole lot more buildings out this way except for stalls. We will be making more stalls out here. I want to keep this area open for our eventual second cow pasture. Even though we don't really need to, not per se, but I just think, like, you know, that many cows needs this much space. It certainly would in real life. So, man, I don't know where we would even put this thing. I don't think the terrain's going to let us put it back here. Let's just see what it does. Oh, okay, it would let us put one here. We have to put it behind the stalls. Just trying to think. I'd probably want it to be lined up with the edge of that first stall, maybe. I guess that would work. I doubt it would let me... I doubt it would let me put the entrance on this side because we'd have to turn it long ways. I mean, we could try it, but I don't think that's going to work. Okay. No, not remove insulation. Destroy. Let's just turn it around and see if it even lets us do that at all. And what if it does, what it would look like. All right, so we want storage 3. Oh, no, I chose the wrong thing. We want storage, resource storage 3. It does let me do it, but my God, it's really high in the air. Okay, let's look west, pull that out till it's about even with there. Yeah, see, it's not going to let me do it if I want to keep it even with there. So we have to push it back to about here. I don't know if I like that, though. It's just kind of weird. I mean, we could consider it like the storage for all the shops. And it does, if we pushed it back just a little bit more, the edge of the ramp here would actually line up with this building. Pull that over to us a little bit. All right, look west. It's really hard to tell for sure if the edge of the ramp is actually lining up on that, though. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I'm going to guess maybe right here it is. Yeah, see, we're a little far back now. But you know what? I don't think that matters, actually. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with this. Let's do it. Of course, I don't have room for any of this stuff. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera here, and I'll get this built up. And then when we're done with that, I think we're going to sleep and go into summer. So I will see you guys in the summertime. All right, guys, I'm back. I forgot about something. I forgot that we needed to rotate our men and women so they don't start getting married and have babies. I saved my game right before I slept, and then I rolled over into summer, and I had 2 marriages. So I just reloaded the game because I just forgot, that we needed to do that. So let's do that before we roll over into summer, because if we don't do that right now, then we're going to start losing some of our workers, and we'll get to a point eventually where we'll be able to afford to do that, but I don't think we can afford to do that quite yet. I mean, not unless I go build a shit ton of more houses and hire a shit ton of more people, which I don't really want to do at this point. So, yeah. But before we do that, I just wanted to show you that we did get this new storage built. So it looks pretty cool over here. And we kind of think of it, as the storage for all of our markets. So what I kind of just envision is that all of our workers who are producing product, bring that product over to store it here for the market stalls or something to that effect. I mean, that's not exactly the way it works, actually the way it works, but we'll just pretend that's the way it works because it's kind of fun. So we got that. I also went ahead and just upgraded both of my other storage sheds to tier 3 too, because I didn't see any point in not doing that. We had plenty of material, so we did that. So we now have a total of 14,000 units of storage with those, with the new building and then the other two being upgraded here. And of course it was very easy to do because all the storage was right there. So as you can see, oh no, sorry, we have 16,000. Yeah, that's right. We have 16,000 storage units. So lots and lots of storage capacity at this point. The other thing that I did was I assigned 4 of my 6 farmers back to field work in preparation for rolling over into summer, except for that now they're going to wake up and not have any field work to do, which is fine. It's too late for me to do anything about. You know what we could do? We could plant some flax in here just so we have something. We have 4 squares here that were missed with the beets. We could do that, right? If we go to here and we go here. Wait, yeah, we're in spring. Change plant. Yeah, so we could sow 4 thingies of flax and then harvest them in the summer. Except for that, I wonder if that would mess up then the planting of the... okay, wait, what's supposed to happen in summer? The beets are supposed to just be growing. That might screw this. You know what? I'm not going to worry about 4 farm plots. Let's just not worry about it. Just because I don't want to mess up the assignment there and then forget about that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to take and swap the 2 women... or men, I guess it doesn't really matter, in these 2 houses. So Dabbergast, let's leave the women in their house because they'd probably appreciate not having to move. And we'll move the men around because they probably don't care so much. And Dalemere. However, I don't know. I know what I can do. Yeah, I know what I can do. Okay, let's do this. Let's take Dalemere. And let's move him just very temporarily, like only for a few moments, into this house. Okay. Then we can take... what's this guy's name again? Dabbergast. Whoops. All right, so let's go to Dabbergast. We want to move him to Farmhouse 2. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. And we want LT Farm 2. Okay, then we can grab Dalemere and put him back in LT Farm 1. And that flip-flops our farmers around. And that takes care of them. Okay. Because it's important, for those of you who may not know this, you want to keep your farmers close to the fields. It doesn't matter for anybody else, but it does matter for the farmers. Because their walking to the field and their animations of working in the field actually represent the amount of work they do. So if you have them too far away, then they end up spending half the day walking to the fields and etc. For everybody else, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to basically go down the list. Here, let me do a save because this... feel like this is going to be kind of a pain in the ass and I might screw it up. But if we go here, oh, you know, the other thing too is I want to keep my miners at the mining camp. That is not necessary, but we're doing that more for just realism and role-playing purposes. Okay, so that means we can take this Aldebert, we can temporarily assign him to that same house that we just had the other guy, the Dalemere guy, go to. Just long enough for us to move Albert to Aldebert's house, and then Aldebert can go back in with Albert's house. Right, okay, so let's go to Aldebert. He's currently in Western Mine 3 house. Why did I give that a 3? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, because that's right. I've got 3 houses there. Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you what then. Who's in house 1? Albert, right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take Albert. And we're going to move him to... Wait a minute. Hold on. Go to Albert, because he's in house 1. And move him to this house here. Just temporarily. Okay. And then Aldebert, who's in house 3, shifts to house 1. Western Mine house 1. Okay. And then Tomil. Oh shit, we got to make sure though that we also have miners here. Yeah, see this gets a little bit confusing, at least for my brain. But okay, but Tomil is over there. Right, so we're okay with him. Right, so grab Tomil. He's currently in house 2. We want to put him in mining house 3. There we go. Then we grab Albert. And we put him in mining house 2. Right. Because he essentially moved from 1 to 2. 2 moved from 2 to 3. 3 moved from 3 to 1. And I'm just making sure that Aldebert is here. Albert is here. And what was the other guy's name? Tomil. Okay, so I did that correctly, I believe. So I think we're okay. Because again, we have sub-miners that are also over here for the excavation shed. So I didn't want to mess them guys up. Okay, so now everybody else is here at the lake. So what we're going to do now is... Here, let me do another save. We're just going to go right down the line for everybody else. Okay, so... let's move... whatever the hell however you say that name. Zizlav? Alright, we're gonna move him to... Oh, wait a minute. What? Click his name. I can't... okay, so if I select him from here, it goes back to the people menu. I needed to go to the house menu. Why is it doing that? Oh, man, this is going to really be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Well, I mean, I know we can select him from here. So let's put him in 7B, and he can just stay there. Because, again, it's here at the lake, so it doesn't matter. All right. Now, everybody else, I think we can just slide up from 2B to 2 and just, go up the list, right? So LT2B is Zelibor. And again, why can't I click on his name? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't let me do it that way. So we're just going to have to select him from here. And then we want to put him in LT2. Okay. So next is going to be LT1, Simple House. That's Zybor. So let's select him here. And we change his house to LT2B. Etc., etc. Okay, so you guys get the idea. I'm going to cut the camera here, get all these guys shifted, and when we're done with that, then I'll bring you back and we'll go into summer. All right, guys, we're back, and since we had started into the next day, I just went ahead and assigned the farmers back to the animal sheds, and I went out and went hunting, continuing to work on the King's Quest. We are 2 skulls away from all the deer, but the moose skulls are really hard to come by. I know it doesn't show that up on the screen, but I've got several of the deer skulls in the horse's inventory at the moment. I found this bandit camp while we were out and about, and I figured I'd come back at dark and see if we could take them out. It's very dark on the screen right now, so I'll try and brighten it up during editing. But let's just kind of take a peek here and see what the hell's going on. It looks like... Oh, okay, that's a cage. For a minute there, it looked like that was a cave or something. I'm going, I didn't know there was a cave there. So maybe we could... I wished I had my Night Eye potion with me, but I don't. Need to just start carrying that with me. But I've got iron bolts equipped in my iron crossbow. I just don't know how many of them are going to be here. Looks like there's somebody sleeping right there, maybe. I don't know if I can snipe with this without waking up the whole camp. Hold on a sec. Had to turn my camera light off because when the screen's really dark and the light's glaring in my eyes, I can't hardly see anything. Okay, so let's be really quiet. It's like, okay, where the hell are these guys at? Is that? I don't even know if that's somebody sleeping. Are they all in their tent? No, that's just a stone. I thought that was somebody sleeping like on a bedroll or something. You'd think these guys would have somebody out on guard too, standing watch in case, a Dynasty person came along and decided to try and take them out. All right, let's steal their wine. Not taking their mugs. Oh, there's somebody in the cage. Can I let him out? Thrill Seeker. What are you doing here, Scram? I'm confused. Were you the one shouting for help? I didn't hear anybody shouting for help, by the way. It was me, but I wasn't shouting at you, just my wife. Only your wife can free you? I'm already here. Alright, this is not for real. I'm not actually captured, okay? Are you happy now? Go away. So this is all for show? Yes, I mean not for show, more like for the mood. Oh! I understand. All right. Great. Now, please go away. Hey, wait. Do you happen to have a bottle of meat on you or some lavender honey? No, sorry. Don't worry about it. Goodbye. Okay, have a nice rescue. That's hilarious. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, I should give them their wine back then. I mean, I had no idea. So, I'm just going to drop it. And... Well, look at that. It went right back on the table, upright. How about that? We're fucking talented. All right. Well, we might as well get our torch out. He like made a whole bandit camp just so he and his wife could have a little bit of a, you know, playtime. It's hilarious. All right. Well, let's get out of here. We'll leave them to their thing. You know, whatever it takes to spice up the marriage, right? That is so funny. Anyway, all right. I was wondering, because these moose skull are really, really hard to come by, I might want to actually hunt the map out before I roll over into the next season. And, you know, go to all the moose spots, and more than likely, there's a moose spot up there. More than likely, you know, we'll hit all of the... get all the deer skulls in that process. But the moose skull, I mean, I kid you not, I probably killed, I'd say, probably 9 to 12 moose. And I haven't gotten a skull from them yet. So, yeah, they certainly don't come by easy. So, I might actually do that. So, you know, before we roll over into the next season. But what I'll do is I'll just go directly to the moose spawns, and then, you know, if there happen to be deer nearby, we'll grab those too, because I'm not too worried about the deer. It's the moose that is really hard. So if we're kind of sort of in the south here. Just trying to see where the next closest moose spawn would be. There was one here that I killed all the moose, but I didn't get any skulls. There was one. Okay, here's one right here. Guess that would be the next closest one. Not that that's close by any stretch of the imagination. But I could cover the south and then kind of work my way up to the east, up to the north, and cross back over until we've hit all of those spawns, because I'm a little bit concerned now, you know, since the drop rate is so low on those, that I'll actually be able to do it. We still have 5 seasons, but, you know, I mean, it's one of those things that I'd rather do it now and make sure I can do it than take the chance of potentially not being able to do it. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. All right. Didn't I call the horse over here? Oh, yeah, there he is. So, yeah, you can see that I have 6 more deer skull in the horse's inventory. So we only need 2, whoops, we only need 2 more of those. And then we're good to go. But, yeah, we need 4 more moose skull, and again, they don't drop fast. Or either that I've just been extremely unlucky. But I should probably, go home, drop off the load that I currently have, and sleep, and then head out in the morning and do that again. Okay, let's drop these skulls off, and by the way, we currently have 4,872 coin in storage. And I guess we can take that now since it doesn't weigh us down at all. So that gets us... Oh, actually we only need 1 more deer skull. Okay, so we have a total of 17. But we need 4 more moose skull. Alright, let's grab all the meat out of here, and we'll put that in the food storage. And then, like I said, we'll sleep. And then we'll go hit those other moose spawns real quick before we roll over into summer. And that way, you know, if I'm really unlucky and I don't get any more at all, at least we have 4 more full seasons to attempt it. We'll just let Rowdy stay there. Okay, so let's just do a normal sleep here. Oh, that's a beautiful picture with the sunrise coming up over the top of the mountain and the little god rays there. All right, we have a camp down here. This looks like... Oh shit, there's a moose right there. Are you stuck in the trees? Nope, guess not. There's the bull right there. Need a better shot. He's facing away from us. Oh, you bastard! She turned right when I pulled the trigger. Yeah, these guys are tough. I mean, these are iron arrows with an iron crossbow. And I still can't take them down in one shot. Okay. We'll track them in a moment. Let's just see what's over here. Got a bunch of firewood. Might as well take that. Guess that's not firewood. None of that's lootable. I mean, I do remember coming to this camp a long time ago. I guess they don't reset? Stone axe? No, I don't want that. Maybe not. Okay, there's the bowl. His head's kind of right in the tree. Okay, there's a cow over that way and another cow over this way where the bull ran off to. Oh, here we go. All right, we got her. Let's go ahead and pop her just so maybe she'll run over towards us and we can... Nope, doesn't look like she's going to. Okay, the bull is... Got him. Okay, because he was already wounded. Let's get the cow first. Nope, no skull. Damn it. No skull. Shit. Man, these drop rates on these are really, really low. All right, let's reload. There she is right there. Come on, skull. Nope. See, that's why I'm thinking we need to clear out every moose spawn every season. What a pain in the ass, man. Okay. That cleans out that spawn. There's nothing else to the south for moose, at least that I've discovered. There's one over here. Way over to the east, and then there's a deer, a couple of deers not too far And actually here, if we just go straight this way, we'll run into another deer spawn. We'll just call the horse to us later. Yeah, there they are right there. Okay, I've got 2 bronze bolts left that I use for deer because those are one shot as long as I hit them in the head. But once these bronze bolts are gone, because sometimes they break or, you know, you just don't recover them, then I'm just going to use iron bolts exclusively because I can make them now. And I kind of screwed up and forgot that that one is a batch of 10, so I ended up making 200, thinking I was making 20. So we got lots of bolts. Look at that rabbit just sitting there. He doesn't even know I'm here. We certainly do not need more meat or fur, not even really leather. Mostly, you know, just after the skulls at this point. All right. We got the buck down. There's another doe a little further out that way that didn't get spooked. And there's a deer up that way too that probably heard that. Maybe. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, she just saw me. No, I'm not gonna try and shoot him on the hoof. There's another buck right up there. Wait till he raises his head. Okay, let's get the 2 bucks and then we'll grab the doe if we don't get to... We only need 1 more skull and then we're golden. Aha, we got it. Okay, cool. So we have completed getting all of the deer. I will let the rest of them live. Well, we killed this one, right? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and harvest this one. And we got another one too. All right, Rowdy. We're done with deer. Give you all of that stuff. Okay, now we're just going to head over to this spot. And see if we can try our luck once again with some more moose. Oh, let's avoid the Vicent. There we go. Oh, shit! Come at me, bro. Okay. These guys hurt. No. While we're at it, let's go ahead and have a mushroom soup and a flatbread. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and harvest these guys since we killed them. I would have been fine with the live and let live policy, but apparently they weren't. Oh. There must be another more Vicent over there. Decent. Didn't we kill 3 more? Or was it just the 2? I don't see the other corpse, so I guess we just killed 2. I thought we killed 3. I must be looking at this spawn here. Okay, so let's go ahead and skirt around those guys. And actually, while we're here, let's clean up, take a drink. Oh, That's a bandit camp. Okay. Unless it's another guy trying to impress his wife.
Giddy up.
That's a big camp too. Okay, let's leave Rowdy over here in the trees. Drop this off. And make sure we have iron bolts. Iron bolts. Looks like we already did. Okay, let's investigate this camp, see what's going on here. We could probably peg that guy from here, but I think I'd like to be a little bit closer. His back is turned to us. Well, okay, he just moved. All right. There's a guy patrolling that way. Let's see if we can pull him over here. Oh, for... I got his attention.
I'll crush your face. I will make you dead.
Okay. So they heard all that. Did they not? Wait. I was gonna say, did they not know where I am? All right. Oh, no. Shield.
You've made a mistake.
Well, the boar's helping us. Okay, I gotta remember, this isn't Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is basically just flail the sword around. There's not really any skill to it. Aside from the fact that you do have to block. Oh my god! Oh shit! I didn't realize my health was down so low. I totally took it for granted. Just because it's not Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't mean you don't take a shit ton of damage. And I've got full iron armor on too. Oh no. Okay. You know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to save right before that battle. So where in the hell are we going to end back up? Hopefully not too far away from where we started. Yeah, that damn pig screwed us up. Oh, we're right here. Okay. Ow. Oh, I wonder if that's why our health was down so bad. Oh, you know what? This isn't good. Okay. We need to... I don't think they'll hurt the horse. Okay, here. Let's, yes, I know I'm about ready to run into a Vicent. Let's get this out and this. Okay, our health is back, so... Oh, I'm stuck! Oh, now the Vicent's aggroed. Shit, and I'm stuck again! Okay, is the Vicent coming after me? Yeah, he is. Oh, shit. Alright, maybe he'll go after the bad bads instead. Yeah, so that first time, I think I got pegged by a bolt and didn't even realize that my health was already halfway down. I mean, I'll have to go back and look at the footage, but I think that's what happened. So I can't believe how quickly they killed me. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I think that Vicent is chillaxed. The bad bads are still running around over there. The boar, I think the boar is messing with them. So let's... where does this guy's body at? Oh, it's right here. See if we can loot him. Alright. We'll take his coin. That's it. That's all he's got. He probably dropped a weapon too. Somewhere. Yeah, right here. Iron battle axe. Yeah, that's worth a little bit of money, I think. Alright. Not that we really need the money anymore, but we'll do it anyways. Just for fun. Okay, so did those guys reset or not? No, look, they're still messing with the... Oh, shit. They're still messing with the... Let's get this loaded. The board just hit the crossbow guy. I peg him from all the way over here. I just don't have a good shot is all. Oh, I think the boar got him. Right, there's a guy back up on the ramparts. Do we have any more bads knocked over? All right, we got that boar down. Another boar over that way. Oh, that one's dead too. Okay. My Spidey vision apparently doesn't allow me to see bodies, though. Why that is, I don't know. Let's get that bolt back. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. We need to... Think we can do a Hail Mary from here? I don't know if that actually hit him or not. Yeah, we got him. Knocked him right on his ass. Okay. Let's see. Use trees for cover. So yeah, the combat in this game is very, very simplistic, but that doesn't mean it isn't dangerous. Case in point, right? Holy shit. Okay. Let's make sure we're at full health, because there's very likely still some more guys in this camp. This is a big camp. Kind of unfortunate that the boar interfered, though, because, you know, they probably killed a couple guys out here, but I have no idea where they are, and Spidey Sense doesn't show them. Not that, you know, again, it's not like we're desperate for loot or anything, but it'd be kind of nice to find him. All right, we have to reload now that we skinned that hog. I don't see any more guys. Yeah, we'll take all all of that. Okay, I guess we've cleared the camp. It's too bad they didn't actually have captives that you could free and, you know, build Dynasty rep or... yeah, I mean, we'll take them. They're free, right? We can... Nothing else, I can sell them. A noble hat. How much is that worth? Ooh. Oh my god, that's worth a lot. Okay. That was definitely worth grabbing. We'll take any alcohol. Iron greaves at 50% condition, but still worth taking. Yeah, I guess we'll grab the bow. It's just a normal bow. Let's get a light out. Do not want wooden spears. Definitely take the iron helmet again for selling purposes. This is over 100 coin. Okay. Salted meat, sure. We'll take all of it. Don't see anything else in here. Come on, let me out. Jim? Oh, okay. A bunch of fish, but it's not lootable. A thick gambeson. Is that armor or is that clothing? I mean, I know it's normally, it would be armor for padding. But yeah, no, we don't want it to replace our... Oh my god, look how much that thing's worth. Holy shit. It's got really good heat and cold protection too. We might just keep that and use it like for our winter. Look at all the leather here. You know, our winter outfit. We'll compare it to what we already have for that and then use whatever's the best. Okay, I guess we've... Here we go. Yeah, we'll take some flatbread. We can't eat from that pot, right? Again, definitely take the iron axe and the firewood. I keep thinking I'm playing Kingdom Come, which I am playing too, and having just an amazing time with that game. Yeah, we'll take that. Sure. They've got some barrels of, or sorry, not barrels, bales of wool there. Okay, I guess that's it for this camp. We've checked all of that stuff. Did we went through here, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's go see if there's anything out on this dock. Nothing that I can see. All right, let's wash the blood off. And we'll drink some lake water. All right, guys. Well, we got off track from what I had planned for the episode, but that happens. But we had a good time and it was fun, and we got in a fight with some. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at that, 13 coin. I guess we'll take that iron dagger. It's not in very good shape. Ooh, another iron crossbow. Okay, we'll take that. And sure, we might as well skin the boar. Yeah, so we're going to wrap up the episode here. I think what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to hit all of the other moose spawns before we roll over into summer, and I've already explained why. And then, when I'm finished with that, then we'll roll over into summer and we'll start the next episode at that point. You know what, though? While I have you here, let's see if we can get lucky with these moose. And I need to make sure that I keep, you know, the night vision potion stuff in my inventory moving forward, which I will also do. Okay, there's the bowl. And there's a whole bunch of deer over there too. We might take a shot if he turns his head the other direction. Let's just wait and see what he does. Oh, Jesus. That was bad. You know, not that I want to be gored or anything, but I kind of wish the moose were dangerous, because I would venture to say they're every bit as dangerous as buffalo would be, or bison in real life. Not that bison aren't dangerous, they are too. But it just seems silly that the moose are so timid. Okay, we got a good headshot, but obviously it's not enough to take him out. Okay, we got a little camp here. Got to remember to press the C key. Simple torch. No, I don't want a simple torch. Guess that's it. Looks like there might actually be some firewood here. And a bucket too. Okay, we'll take all of that. Alright, there's another. Is that a cow or I think that's a cow, yeah. Cow moose, that is. Okay, we got her. There's the bull. Okay, he's down too. Come on, game. Give me a skull. Hey, we got one. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay. Can we get lucky again? Nope. Okay, so we have 3 more moose skull to get. But that could be 20 more moose before we see the next one. We'll see. Did we clean all the moose out of here? Yeah, looks like we did. Okay. All right, ladies and gents, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video. And we'll catch y'all in the next episode. And I'm going to head over that way to the next moose spawn. See ya.